Alright. We're gonna do the Aitiascope. We're gonna do it with Trust, because it's fun. Well, you get some little bit of dialogue here and there, and why not? I am gonna go with
My turn.
Thancred. I wonder if as an astrologian, early on Jay will actually give us buffs. We'll find out. I don't remember if he does it. I can't remember the last time if I've ever played with him as my healer.
Our fates are not yet sealed.
And since I'm red mage, I'll take a melee. I don't think I've ever ran with Estinian.
Right then.
Right then. Alright. And I choose to go damage dealer for these because, in my experience, you do more damage than they will. And that helps make things a little bit faster. Okay, let's do this. Level 89 dungeon. I forgot how to shoot. I had the same freaking problem last time. I think I have to click this and then this. There we go. Loot, rule, normal. Why does it matter? I'm with freaking NPCs. Oops, let me get rid of this. At least for the entrance, and then we'll... We have a super fast elevator that's bringing us down into, I think it's the Ether, what's it, like Ether Sea? Yeah, I think that's where we're, Ether Sea, whatever it's called here. And so there's the Adventure Zone Ether Sea season, one of my favorite entry musics that they've done. But yeah, we're on a walkway that is ornate. We're heading toward...
All seems in order with the lens, and I trust you can hear me.
Yes, crowd, we can. These purple spheres will be enemies.
Those things are pure malcontent. The residue of lives unfulfilled.
You're mine!
So a couple like, kind of like phantom ghost sheep things. I can't remember if it's, okay, I think it's tanks that just always want to be doing, no, if there's only 2 targets, tanks want to do single target, but DPS is almost always better to do. If there's any more than 1 target, DPS should go AoE. From the calculations I've done. I didn't calculate cast time, but I think it's actually the same for, at least for my mage. And things could have changed as I gain levels and my spells boost or whatever. Yeah, the phantom, white-robed ghost guys are dead. Gone. Gamer. Going along more pathways, like, to either side of these pathways is just empty space. There are some other platforms and pathways that we're gonna go to, but the railings are kind of made of polished brass. Got some, the walkways have stone in the middle and like see-through glass on the other side of that. We got some little ghosty guys, ghosty floaty guys, and 2 more phantoms. These ones are a little bit more of the, come on, Thancred, get to the threat, man. Tank, bud. We're gonna go AoE red mage style here. Back check here. This guy, followed by this guy.
You underestimate
Wait,
me!
what was that? Did I have another one? I'm doing this wrong. Probably shouldn't attack that one, but...
You're mine!
Is this just something to explore, or we go this way? Yeah, okay. Wait, no. Yeah, we can go this way. No, we can't. There's a rope. Okay. 1 measly rope is holding all of us at level 90-ish adventurers back. Okay, sure. Yeah, sure. 2 more of those little ghosty guys, look like balloons with wings, and then this guy is a dual-headed monstrosity, humanoid shape. 2 heads on top, little wings that probably don't serve much of a purpose on back.
Make ready.
I'm saving my black mana, white mana.
Together we shall overcome this.
I hate that the red AoEs in this game from casters aren't large enough that if the tank is positioning exactly where you want it to, you're only gonna hit one. It sucks. It sucks I hate it. Fast cast, that's what that is. Okay, fast cast. The yellow sphere, the yellow ball here is going to help us kill what spawns from the purple ball. Come on. I want Thancred to be the first thing to see. Is this all we're going to get? Where's the... I thought there was... He's going to summon something here in a second. Notice how he's not a boss. Notice how his HP is going down really slowly. In the video I watched, he had already summoned everything by now. So this is Eilbert, the Unrelenting. Oh shoot! I didn't notice some of these names. Eilbert. He was like on our side, and then very much not on our side. He spawned 4, they're called sinking arrows, they're like black robed of those demon guys. The yellow orb gives us a... Art thou still with us, or properly? In a rush of familiar wisdom, the memory of a principled scion takes form. If you guys saw it and I didn't, if there was a Papalymo right in that globe, that's awesome. Was Papalymo the one that sacrificed himself to take down Eilbert? Thancred says, farewell again, my friend. Only to have Nina. You cannot take this from me. Never will I surrender. Wait, stop. Surrender my devotion, my love. This is Livia. She was Gaius's lover. And here I thought we'd moved past this. Which is the very depravity she showed at the Waking Sands. So we have a 4-limbed monstrosity floating in the air, swords at the end of each like tentacle limb, and Livia the Undeterred. Let's go. Sword art. A little bit of thirst. Frustration, I think, might just be you get 2 of those now? Like under what plate? Anti bite is gonna do the tank buster. I get double booms. The Geocline, don't stand where those sparkly tentacles are. Probably don't have to heal as far as I did. She's gonna do it to the sections that she just literally didn't do.
Make ready.
Sometimes I wish I could turn off certain chats really easily so I can see. Not again, never again will I yield to you. So, you saw those blue lines. Don't go back into them because they come back at you.
Mitre.
Got some circle AoEs, you just want to get out of them. And then stack up the panic. Dashing, and then after you stack, you're going to try to cone ya. Frustration. Get we.
You're mine.
Or Urian J, I know you have it. Once again, the blue things, once again, do not move yet, unless you have to. I'm going to move over to Urian J, because I think he's going to be in a good spot. So if you're in a bad spot and you see that one of your teammates, who are player characters, is not moving, they might be. But you can always look at the orbs and where they're positioned. I just think that takes a lot of
Be gone.
a lot of looking around. 2 more circular things. We're gonna have another stack up. Probably have another cone. Nope, another Aglia climb. I'm so bad at doing my rotation right now. What am I getting hit by?
Try and stop it.
Frustration again. AoE unwelcome. Yes, I know I don't use my acceleration.
My turn.
Limit break? Okay. What?
Be gone.
Release thy passions for thine own sake. May you be cleansed by the
Follow the
tide.
flow of ether. It will guide you.
Okay. The flow of ether. I don't see the flow of ether. Where'd we come from? This way? No, that's how we got in. There's like a oh, I was okay. You click this. Stupid. Stupid, Riley.
The ether is too dense. Ah, I'm losing you.
You get pushed down, down, down. Now we're on pathways just made of smooth pathways with jagged blue crystals, like blue crystal pathway, blue jagged sides. We've got some like crystalline things and a tentacle octopus thing. There's something to do with
Make
standing.
ready.
I don't think these are the ones we have to stand in. Sometimes with NPCs. I don't know what their damage potential is as far as like their healing, really healing and tanking. I don't know what they really can't handle or what Dorian take can handle. And if I run away, I have to pull things back to them because they won't follow me. They'll stay the same. We got 2 of the black ghosty guys and another light that's gonna help us. You want to stand in the light also. Thou ever grantest me the strength to move forward. Shall always be here for you. Are they talking about... What was that? A valiant archon. So was that... Archon. Was that the... Why am I forgetting her name right now? Moonbreeda? I couldn't see anything. Oh, here we go. We can actually kind of see there's a shield and sword. The people of Ishgard won't forget you. Says Estinian. People of Ishgard won't forget you. So we got a night boost. It gives you a damage boost and a damage taken boost. So let's get the heck in here, man. only lasts 30 seconds. Yeah. It'll help you burst down a little bit.
Be gone!
It might be difficult after that, I'm not sure. Cone attack, line attack. Sure. Wait, why didn't that do anything? Did I not have enough? No, I thought I had enough. What did I do wrong? Wait, I have enough time? I forgot how to do work. Okay, there we go. Like, how do I play this game? What are buttons?
You underestimate me!
DPS, in order to avoid a cone like a Stinny just did, just walk away from it, turn it back, and just stop DPSing. I'm like, dude, just sidestep it and then keep DPSing.
This will hurt. Be gone!
Yeah. And some pathway. Oh, gear, by the way, that's been popping up. Oof, I gotta sort this stuff. Item level 45. 485. We're coming to our second boss, who will have like crystalline blue shields for arms. He is Ritoten, the Unshakable. As my life belonged to the Empire, in death I shall serve. Still holding to his principles in a way, I suppose. As the shield-wielding guy who was my very first Final Fantasy XIV video because I found the fight so hard that I wanted to help others. He kind of looks like a Minotaur, but with those really big, I would say octagonal, but like a stretched octagonal, crystalline blue sparkling shape. Here we go. Get my Hundi on each. Do some Tartarian impact. I believe this is going to be AoE deployable. Tartarian spark is a line you can come out of. Jumps to the one side, you go toward him, and you don't want to the other side, and then you're going to look for the crystal that is glowing. So either of these are going to be where we run to hide.
You underestimate me!
Tank buster. I will fulfill my duty. Ere I rest, I must crumble before me. Shell. So this is gonna have. So don't be in the quadrants where those circles go. That's it. Because they'll spread out. Line attack. Melee. None of the videos I've been watching recently have been all any like you don't want to be in front of the boss because they swipe attacks. Seems like they may have done away with that for a lot of the part. Once again, and this one's actually going to add those circles in, so it adds a little layer. There's going to be 2 non-glowing crystals. You want to be next to the one without the circles area. So I go to this side and this side. Just get myself ready.
Together we shall overcome this.
You're mine!
So we'll add the circles with a line, another line, not too far at all. Tank buster. I did not check to see I had enough. Oh, I had enough. I didn't have enough. I'm an idiot. Cool, good job, Riley.
This will hurt.
Thought I had 50.
Be gone! Together we shall overcome this.
Mysterious ring of fending. We go to the newly allowed area. We enter an orb of energy, and we are shunted across space. And these pathways of jagged ice, or ether ice, whatever, crystals, will form as we go. In the video I watched, he just picked up everything and went all the way down, but again, I'm not so sure about that. We have like a shadow man and some like dark orb.
You're mine!
This will hurt.
I like this line right
Got you!
Be gone!
Okay. To the left we go. To the left we go. We're making pretty good time. I mean, obviously it'd be faster with a group. Oh, here's a little bit more. Ritaten. Lord Van Belsar, again, I fail you. Thancred said, your fight is over. Thancred, down here. The light, is it truly? Showing us the way once more. Who was it? I'm not noticing these I can't see who they might be. I had to guess at Moonbrita. The fallen knight from Ishgard made total sense. I can't remember his name. I have to give a wind up of him. I like that some of the stuff they added, or at least that I gained as I leveled, gets you back up to your sword player a little bit earlier. Because you don't really get to do it a whole lot of for several like bosses. And all of a sudden you can do it like every couple months. You have a big old like shadow flower. And we had two of the lanky shadow boys.
Be gone!
Okay, who's this fire gonna be that I'm not gonna recognize until... Minphilia's spirit. Oh, hi. It says right there. Thancred says, Minphilia, hi. And then she disappears. Thancred is a good one to bring. Specifically for Papalymo, you can't bring Lys, but Ishtola would have been nice, probably.
Got you.
One more shadow, shadow flower guy. Two more lanky. Oh wait. Yeah, whatever. More monsters.
Make ready.
Oh, it's more. Very good.
Together we shall overcome this.
Get myself back up to full mana here. Not that it's a big deal. I mean, black mana, white mana, black whatever it's called. Bar. Oh, we have one more. Okay. Do another AoE on these guys. Oh, sinking regret. Oh, this was pulled with the other. Yeah. He will do a very large cone attack. So it's best to stick close. And we reach the end of the crystalline grid, which is literally just floating crystals that we're technically hop skipping across. But
So bold. So headstrong. Stubborn to the last.
there's a glowing orb that it erupts into a cloud, and then we have what I'm describing as
This is as far as you go. Oblivion beckons!
big. It's Amon the Undying. Kind of like a Santa Claus head with a feather cap on top kind of thing. And he's a big manta ray. Big kind of purpley and pinkish colored floating manta ray that will stay on one side of the arena, never move, but will do a whole bunch of stuff. We might have expected this in retrospect. Alright buddy, let's go.
Many faces have I worn, but this is my favorite by far.
His regular, just like normal attack is like a black laser, a black purple laser from space kind of thing.
You will persist in this folly no longer.
Saga is a spread like it's weaker, closer to it, so you don't get away from it. And then you want to be in these things that are slower moving, and then when the faster moving ones hit, you move in.
The stage is set.
Strofe, I think it's just AoE. Nope, Strofe is these. So the circle, like the direction the plate faces is the direction the line is to be. Just don't be in that line.
You're mine.
Right, Firaga Forte means stand on your right side of the map. So it's his right side of the fire. Antracte, I don't remember what this is. Find out.
My turn.
No, that's the end of what's
Let the curtains rise for the main attraction.
Curtain Call's gonna have AoE just want to get out of. And they're gonna keep there's like fiery AoE
This will hurt.
out. And then there's gonna be a Shiva dancing around. There's Shiva dancing around. Don't stand in her AoE, I think is probably a good idea, but then you will want to get behind it. Block the curtain.
My What a boorish audience you are!
You underestimate me!
Okay, now we have 2 of the plates. We'll play 4 nations today, right? They are both facing that way. I didn't see that last time in the video, so yeah, just know me where they're facing. Right, Fyraga, so we're good over here. Tank Buster.
You underestimate me!
Fyraga again. I'm in the fast moving. Get out, get out, get out. Okay, into a slow moving.
My turn.
Oh shit, is that left side? My bad, dude. Thank you, Oriente, I didn't read it. Rockbay, I think is the AoE is unavoidable. Got more fire circles to avoid now. Oh, vulnerability. Right side. Shoot, shoot, shoot. That's why I got vulnerability last time. Left Fyraga. Paying attention this time. Notice how these guys are like, they're not dancing very much. Ooh, can I do this? Shield. That just does something now. Dark Fortune, what's that? What's that?
Make ready!
Affordable.
You're mine!
They're facing the same thing as last time, actually. Fuck this. Hey, cool. I like never. I think I've never used them. Cool.
Lies! All lies!
Clown manta ray with a weird
Your
beard.
dreams, your hopes, your futures, delusions and lies!
He exploded. He go. Boom, boom. You say wayo, ayo. The other scions join us. Okay. Wasn't too bad. Here we go. This will probably finish the quest. Or at least give us our normal full motion video, cutscene, whatever. There should be some voice acting. From the sky falls. It looked like the creature we just fought, but smaller version.
Yeah.
Now even smaller still.
My very essence begins to wane. Sweet, sweet agony.
I actually don't really remember this guy. Is that bad? Supposedly this is Hermes turned into Amon and like entire body covered by.
Leave this to her.
I approach. Alice at first wanted to go with me, but Alphino stopped her.
Come to deal the coup de grace.
He kind of reminds me of Yojimbo in a way, but like kind of red mage-ish hat, face mask, whatever.
Good. Watching you struggle against the inevitable is bad comedy. Erase me from existence, soul and all.
My options are: have you any memories of Medion, or do you recall your days as Hermes? Have you any memories of Medion?
How would you know that name?
How would you know that name? I explain. I continue explaining. The Scions watch on.
Then it was you. In Elpis. With Amitsalk. The final pieces fall into place.
That's a good neck crack. Sorry. If that startled anybody.
In my halcyon days, as the mortal Amon, I was haunted by a dream.
He shakily stands.
Night after night, the faceless multitude, the voiceless cries, shards of shattered memories. But slowly, the fog began to clear. This was Elpis. And I was Hermes. Recurring though it was, I paid this dream little heed. It was only when I was granted the seat and memories of Fandaniel that I knew these visions to be true. They were the memories of Hermes that he himself erased using the power of Kairos. Or so he thought. In his attempt to burn away the events of that fateful day, he succeeded only in searing them more deeply into his soul. My soul. Death failed to expunge them. No matter how many times it came. Rebirth after rebirth, from one Fandaniel to the next. I wonder, is Amitsalk adrift somewhere in this ethereal sea? In defeat, finally remembering your time together in Elpis? How it must gall him to be entrusted with knowledge of the final days, only to be rendered powerless to act upon it. So many lifetimes dedicated to restoring his beloved Amarok in blissful ignorance. Oh, folly. But make no mistake, my life as Hermes is not the reason I invited the world's end. I have lived. I have struggled. I have dredged the very depths of despair. And in the detritus of existence, I found the truth. I served a great ruler, powerful beyond measure. The world, his dominion. Yet even he and his vast empire were destined to fall, to become one with oblivion. At the end of life's journey lies only death. So I ask you, why live at all?
To experience life.
We betray. We torment. We murder. We are wicked, spiteful creatures, without exception.
That's a little
If
much.
life is so sacred, so precious, why fill it with such misery?
Some of these storylines are kind of edgelord, like, oh, the world sucks and everybody's a jerk and who cares anymore? I want to end it all.
Man wallows in a hell of his own making without purpose or meaning. To live is to suffer, and I would end that suffering by my own hand.
I mean, yes. Every world that the Medions, every world that the media, that's funny, visited did eventually end, or had already ended, or, you know, civilizations ended. But that doesn't mean they all will, you know? And you ending them ensures that they end, whereas you not ending them, there's still always a chance.
It matters not if it flies in the face of all believed right and just. Death is the only solution. That is my truth, my answer to the question. And yet,
Oops.
even as the words pass my lips, I am filled with doubt. Has my search reached its end?
Screen flashes white. We see, I guess that's what he looked like as Amon.
Was this the only way?
Did I not do... There's Medion.
After all these years...
Is there a raid line that I didn't do?
Is this the answer I was hoping for?
The lamentations of the damned. How it vexes me to see your conviction falter at the last.
Sounds like Van Daniel.
Van Daniel. Still clinging to existence, I see.
I think this voice is coming from a floating dark purple sphere.
You, who champion death so fervently, unwilling to accept your own, refusing to be purified and swept into the sea of souls. As do I. We prisoners to men, watching as the world turns.
In the orb.
Though unlike me, you will be spared the ignominy of having your corpse made a puppet, dancing to another's tune.
It's floated closer between the two of us.
Is that Asahi?
Asahi is... that was the name of that girl's asshole brother. And Van Daniel took his corpse.
How very astute. But let me be clear, I have not come to consort with the likes of you. Nor have I come to bemoan the state of the world following my untimely demise.
It was timely.
In fact, I delight in mankind's downfall and the anguish it brings the savior of the savages.
That's why it was timely.
If I played some small part in the chaos, all the better. Not that I was in any position to resist.
You could have died earlier and it would have been better, actually.
But to be made accomplice to the betrayal of Lord Xenos. I would die 1,000 deaths to exact my vengeance.
Crazy eyes.
Now you are at my mercy. I shall drag us both into oblivion, and you will never see the fulfillment of your magnum opus.
Under the Hermes Amon being, there's like this roiling kind of circular black and red energy portal kind of thing. It seems to have brought Amon to his knee right now.
Even should you be reborn, your desperate search for answers must start again.
Crazy eyes again. Amon looks to us, it seems. My options are, I'll do what must be done, or say nothing, or next time we will find the answer together. Next time, we will find the answer together. I don't know.
Even here, even now,
Even now.
you have every right to hate me. For the fool I was. For the monster I became.
What have I become?
But I will not beg forgiveness. The tale of Hermes, the man who knew so much, yet understood so little, ends here.
And he sinks into the portal and is no more.
Don't try to follow me. I had more of you people than I could stomach in life. Never mind in death.
Likewise, I pray we do not meet again.
You had better hope not.
He walks like toward the portal and then just kind of becomes black mist, and then the portal closes. And another pathway of crystals that we have to be very careful while we cross opens before us, although we're probably not going to actually cross it, just...
Come. Hydaelyn is waiting.
Oh yeah, that's why we came down here. This voice acting better continue. I think it will. We see the Hydaelyn crystal, the big mother crystal.
Brave travelers, I welcome you.
And down floats a female humanoid shape with angelic silver wings. Her body's like white and silver, some flowing robes of white and silver. My options here are, we meet again, Vana, or you look different. You look different.
I see. Thou didst journey under Elpis. And now, the rivers of time converge. I know why you have come. Yet I would hear you speak your reasons all the same.
You created the moon to deliver mankind from the final days. But is that really how it has to end? We do not wish to abandon this world. We want to protect the source and all of its shards.
To flee is but one of two paths. The other leadeth to Meteon, far beyond the stars, where she doth chant creation's requiem.
Okay. Give me a minute, please. This is long. I'm enjoying it, but it's long. I had a feeling that facing off against Meteon was going to be the other option. Or at least trying to not face off necessarily, but calm her down. Be like, whoa, Meteon, we're friends. You're adorable. Come back to us as a sane being. Also sorry that Hermes / Amon is totally dead now and gone.
A domain is formed of dynamis, pure, absolute. Where emotion and memory govern all, ether will avail you naught. Meteon hath gathered the pain and despair of countless stars, and to go unprepared is to go unto your doom.
We'll beat her. We'll win. I swear it. Is what I might have said, once. After everything I've seen, all the times I've succumbed to my own anger and fear. I can no longer pretend that courage and faith will be enough. But are we truly so powerless? That our only choice is to flee?
It's not what she said.
Far from it, my child.
She just said be prepared.
Long ago, the inhabitants of myriad stars, many more prosperous than Atheris, sought to free their worlds from life's woes. Sorrow and anger, conflict and hostility, despair, and even death itself. But as Meteon reported, every attempt ended in failure. Darkness abideth within every living being and can never be cast out. Neither reason nor faith can challenge this immutable truth. To live is to suffer. And in suffering, find strength and purpose and hope. As you have done so many times before. Thou dost pursue an impossible dream, yet knowing this, you pursue it nevertheless. And thou hast learned to depend on others as they do thee.
She says this, in theory, to Alphino.
Thy yearning for the power to save the powerless hath ever driven thee to greater heights. Thou hast grown strong.
She says this to Alice.
Though those closest to thee no longer walketh by thy side, their love remaineth thy guiding light.
To Thancred.
For duty's sake, thou hast been bound by truths unutterable time and time again. Yet thy heart hath never wavered, as thy companions will attest.
To Urianger.
In thy pursuit of mysteries great, all thou believest is brought into question. Undaunted, thy thirst for knowledge remaineth unquenched.
To Y'shtola.
The fires of hatred that once burned in thy heart burneth no more. From their ashes doth spring the light of love, warm and pure.
To Estinian.
As witness to black calamity, thou despaired at man's helplessness. Resolved, thou didst unite a distant world on the brink of collapse.
To Grahatia.
And thou, my champion, when all did seem lost, thou never abandoned hope. For every trial and every foe that did bar thy way, thou hast proven equal to the challenge,
Sometimes I don't.
drawing courage from the many bonds forged on thy journey.
Oh my god, imagine if there is... I'm sure there are people who play... You know how, like, a lot of video games have modes that are automatically, if you die, you start over from scratch again? I wonder if there's anybody who has ever played what would be called like an honor mode Final Fantasy XIV all the way through. Because if you get the wrong group for a dungeon, that's it for you. If you forget that a certain boss or monster or something like that does something like... I think there's also parts of the game where you die and you're supposed to. So like you would have to just take that into account, I guess. But anyway, I've died several times, so I am not always up to the challenge.
You have all known despair. And though the end approacheth, you walk on, heads held high.
Heads held high.
Therein lieth your power. The strength to silence the song of oblivion.
Then there is a means to confront her.
Yes, if you should prove yourselves worthy. Hark!
She holds out a hand, palm up, shining light. Looks like she's giving me a sword.
Nigh impossible is it to send mortals to the edge of the universe. Should you fail, there will be no second chance.
She summoned the Vana sword.
As the will of the star,
Beautiful sword.
I ask of you this. Do you possess the fortitude to stand firm when all around you doth crumble? Do you possess the faith to vanquish despair itself? Should you lack the strength to best a supreme deity, I cannot allow you to make the journey. You must leave this star and never return.
Should I watch the video of how to beat the
Prepare
deity?
yourselves.
Oh shit, against you?
Prove ourselves worthy, eh? Sounds straightforward enough.
Aye. No room for confusion there.
I like his gunbreaker stance.
In any case, we've come too far to back down now.
I am of the same mind. What power I have, I shall bring to bear.
I didn't even notice if you buffed us.
The three of you seem to be forgetting who we're up against. It's not every day we battle a divine being of untold power. Well, not quite every day. Do try not to get underfoot. Needless to say, there'll be no margin for error.
Let us hold nothing back. For the people of this world and those beyond the rift.
His staff is far less cool than Gishtola's, but, yeah.
Alas, the question I posed to thee in Elpis hath remained unanswered these long years.
Which one was that?
I would hear thy response, warrior of light. Shouldst thou emerge victorious?
I'm so glad that the Mother Crystal is now available. I'm glad that I changed during this quest and when using a duty finder system, yeah. You can use Scions. Wait. Oh, I don't get to turn in the quest yet? Okay. Then we're gonna end the video here, because that's a whole nother thing, and it's almost an hour. Hope you enjoyed. I enjoyed making it. This is crazy. I will see you very soon after I watch the video for the next one. Bye-bye.